I'm doing real estate photography in South Florida. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, just a regular, normal house. I want to walk you through how I take the photos, because when you start out in real estate photography, you start doing HDR photography, which is probably the easiest way to do it. And then you kind of graduate into flash photography. So I'm going to be doing both in this video, and I want to show you the difference between HDR and the flash photos. Well, I'm going to do HDR just for you so you can tell the difference, but primarily I'm going to do flash photography inside because there's not that much light. If you follow me inside, and for a standard house, it's nicely staged because it's supposed to be for Airbnb. Look at the kitchen, it's really nice. And the lighting is okay in the kitchen here, but then look over here, there's no light in the dining room. No light at all. So if you do HDR photography here, it's not going to be that good. You're going to really have to work it to bring in light. So flash is important to use here. Let's see. Let's just take a walkthrough of the property so you can see it with ambient light. Right. So you saw the kitchen. If you come here, there's a light here in the hallway. It's pretty dark. It's pretty dark for the camera. What else? Where's the nice bathroom? Here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna move this stuff out of the way. But look, this shot is awesome. You can get a really nice shot here. The remodeled bathroom. And then as you come out, oh, there's no door here. That's interesting. Living room. Okay, so let's do it. Let's do flash photography. I'm gonna do it on the tripod inside, of course. That I need to do because I'm gonna do the flambient method, 50-50 method. It's not as straightforward. It's not just flash up in one photo and that's it. You have to take multiple photos and then process them in Photoshop. So let's do it. So I know I grabbed the reflector for the flash, but I don't know where I put it. I guess I left it in the studio. So we're gonna have to bare bulb it, or if not, I'm gonna have to use another modifier. I have the umbrella, I have several diffusing. It's not to diffuse, I don't want to diffuse, I just wanted to direct the light. But let's see, this might work. Bare bulb, just flash it on the corner or on the ceiling and then splash the light. It'll work, so let's do it. Very important, don't forget your transmitter. And another thing I left in the car. This is really important for real estate photography, the control to actually take the photo, because I will take the flash with me to other parts of the room, and if you don't have a controller, you'll have to set your timer to like 10 seconds, so you have to wait 10 seconds to take the photo. Next up, we're doing the dining room, which has no lights of its own, no illumination, just a window basically. And this is a cool one that I really want to. Whoa, what's going on here? Okay, calm down. This is a cool shot because it has a window and I want to be able to see through the window. That's one of the cool things about flash photography, that you can get really nice window pulls. So I want to do that. You can also do window pulls in HDR, but it takes a long time. You have to outline the window in Photoshop and then darken the outside and all that. In flash photography, all you do is take a brush and go really quickly and you get a nice window pull. Anyway, I'm gonna do the HDR photo for you so you can see the difference. Okay, now let's look at how those came out. You got the really bright shot, that's HDR. The dark, which can be used for a window pull. You see how it exposes for the outside, and then the normal shot. So you blend those together and you get the HDR image. But we want to do flash because it's better. So first, let's do actually an ambient shot, which we already have really with the HDR image. So I'm gonna turn on this, turn that off, and that's the ambient shot. You can see it here. It's just capturing the luminance, like the light coming from the window naturally. Wow. Woo. That's crazy. One more. it. Here is the window pull. I'm going to darken and expose for the outside using my shutter speed. So if you look here, you'll see that I darkened by increasing my shutter speed, and I'm exposing for the outside, only for the outside. Let's see, something like this. This should be good, right? Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here with the flash on my phone, and I'm gonna blast the window. Ready? That works. Let's do a bigger blast. That's even better. So, let me show you how that looks. I'm in the shot, but I'm going to remove myself. All I need is the window. So this is really bright on the edges of the window. We overlay this photo in Photoshop and then just brush it using, what's it called? I forget the mode, I'll say here in the video. I'll link it in the video. And then just brush over the window and you'll get a perfect window pull. So this takes more time for sure, but you get a better photo. So if you want better quality photos, learn Flash, learn the Flambient method, which there's a YouTuber actually that does an amazing job explaining how to do Flambient. I purchased his stuff, I got his book and all that, and I've been reading up on it. I'm gonna link his account here. Highly recommend it. Here you find the show, it's here. Flash. Now we do the ambient. That's ambient, no flash. Full flash. This room would be a nightmare to do HDR. I mean, look at the light, the color of the light. It's like nasty yellow and it's really dark. So if you do HDR with that, I mean, you'd have to put it on like three minute exposure to get a good result. Flash is gonna be much better. Colors are actually gonna be much better with flash. Let's see if that's true, right? Let's look at the HDR image and then let's look at the flash. HDR. Look at those colors. Not good. See that yellow? I don't like that. So the flash should make it all the real color without that hue, yellow hue of the light bulb. So let's look at the difference on camera. I just want to show you, that was the HDR image was like these. These are HDR. You see the color in that? And then when I switch to flash, I take the ambient shot, that is the ambient, which we're gonna eliminate the colors and just gonna let the luminance come through. And then this is the flash shot. Look at the difference. I mean, this is night and day off of camera. Let's keep it there. Whenever you're ready. Hey, so if you've watched up to this point, thanks for watching. I hope it was entertaining and it was helpful to you. I mean, if you're at this point, it was probably helpful to you. The point of this video is just to take you, day in the life. I'm practicing my flash photography, always looking for ways to improve. And I figured, if I film myself doing it, I'm gonna learn much more, and also I'll help somebody else who's looking to do the same kind of things. I'm basically graduating from HDR to flash, and I want to see the differences for myself, right? And I could always get better. I know, looking at the pictures now, I'm like, man, I could have done much better taking the photos, editing the photos, etc. But anyway, I want to show you how the process was for doing the Flambient method. I'm just going to speed up through it, and if you really want an in-depth explanation of how to do the Flambient method in flash photography, follow Nathan Cool Photo. I bought his book, and I've learned a ton from his video, so definitely that's the go-to person or channel if you really want to learn how to do flash photography. This is just a day in the life. Come with me, and maybe you can learn a few things from my mistakes, or my experience, and hopefully it's at least a little and entertaining. That's my goal. So after the shoot at this property, I did the Flambient method in Photoshop basically. And then I did the HDR processing. I did minimal processing. I did it really quick. So, I could definitely have spent more time on it. You could always spend more time on your editing. But I called it, that's it. That's what the images you see there. That's, the best I could do in a short time. I didn't want to spend so much time on it. But I do want to do this process at other properties, nicer properties, like I said, get some eye candy in there so that you appreciate the photography more. Now this is a clip I recorded while I was editing, so you can go through it if you want to see the before and afters in more detail. So as you have seen, I have edited both types of photos. They're the exact same photo. The HDRs I've edited quickly just with the sliders, as you saw, and I also combined the flash photos in Photoshop using layers, editing in layers, and did the Flambient method. And once I ported them over to Lightroom, I did some edits, but I just want to show you the differences here. So I'm going to keep the flash on the left and the HDR on the right. Okay, so let's begin here. All right, flash is on the left, HDR is on the right. Obviously, I mean, this one was the first photo, and I didn't position the flash right, so you can see that there's a lot of shadows, unwanted shadows, like here in this area, and that I wouldn't want really. I think I like the gradations of the HDR photo better, and actually I had the sun blasting on this one, so there's a lot of differences, but you can tell obviously that the inside is better lit because of the flash. So up to you, your preference here. This one looks softer, that looks sharper, right? All right, next one, flash on the left. Here you can see a big difference, definitely a big color difference. This is much better. Obviously the shadow gradations are better in the flash, actually in the flash shot here. That's about all I can tell. Let's go to the next one. Very close, but again the color is better in the flash. Let's go to the next one. I'm gonna go a little fast here, I don't want to bore you. This seems a little blue to me, the flash, but I do like the color better. I feel like I could just adjust a little bit the temperature and make it warmer, and I'll be good. And of course I prefer, look at the window pull, and I did that in 5 seconds. So definitely that's the big plus for flash photography. Next, definitely flash is better. Look at the shadows in the ceiling. Now, for a small property that the realtor doesn't have the budget, and then obviously HDR might be easier. You put it in Lightroom, do quick adjustments, and that's it. But let's see. Yeah, there's just better details, definitely looks better, the flash version. It does look a little darker, but this one's like washed out, the HDR one. What else? I'll just go through them and make any comments here. Prefer the left, obviously. I think I'm gonna prefer the flashes just because I took more time on them anyway. I mean, they do look better. And I edited these quickly. I mean, I spent the same amount of time on each of them. Flash on the left, HDR on the right. Much better. The highlights here, definitely much better. See the differences in shadow and highlight
are lessened in the flash photo. Definitely. See, you still get those really bright areas where the lights are, and then dark shadows where there's no light in the HDR image. It's a very similar, you know. So obviously a regular person, you know, a civilian is not going to notice, but you know, us superheroes, we will definitely notice. See, yeah, much brighter, all the shadow areas. Let's go through here. That's the bathroom. Oops. That's the other bathroom. I mean, this is not a man. I wish it was a. This one was a luxury house. Next time I'll do it on a luxury house. This exercise, so you can have eye candy and see really nice photos here. But I noticed that this is a little blurry. Maybe the camera moved a little bit and I didn't adjust the layers, but overall better color for sure. This is like that yellow hue that nobody likes. It's kind of similar. Yellow hue again. Oof, definitely the colors look so much better in the flash one here. If you want to see more videos like this of me going to different jobs, improving my own photography or video, and showing the process, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.